Hello, lovely people. It is Thursday, July 23rd, and I thought that I would do a fun little work day in the life just to show you guys how I have been keeping myself motivated and feeling productive while I work from home. So as you saw, I usually start my day between 8 and 8:30, and I clock in for the day and just check emails and see if there's anything urgent that I need to answer right away. So currently it is around 9:03. I'm slowly warming up things. The first little bit of the day is kind of slow, not too much going on. Usually picks up around 10, so I kind of just take it slow and feel the zone of things. I know I have a meeting at 11. Yes, a meeting at 11. So I'm gonna work for a little bit longer, and then I'm going to change, brush my teeth, and make myself look all pretty for the day. That is definitely tip number one. Get dressed, even if it's just in like super comfy clothes. Not working in your pajamas, it definitely changes the game and make you feel way more put together. So highly recommend that. So I'm going to keep on working for a little bit longer, and then I'm gonna get all cute. All right, so it looks like my first meeting has been rescheduled. Yeah, so it's been pushed back either today or tomorrow. Who knows? So since that has been pushed back, my next meeting wouldn't be to 12, and I kind of want to get dressed already for the day. So I'm gonna start off by cleaning my skin and brushing my teeth, especially because I really don't want to spend the whole video wearing this lovely pimple patch. So by magic, I'm gonna snap my fingers and be in the restroom. Now we're in the bathroom.
I'm Lily. And I'm Anna, and welcome back to At Home with Lily and Anna, a podcast where we catch up every week from our homes in London and Brighton. So the podcast is split into two parts. First, we talk through our top 5 of the week, and then in part 2, we answer your questions and discuss a particular topic gathered from the At Home with Facebook page. This week, we're talking everything 90s, a 90s throwback, 90s nostalgia. We're talking food, fashion, pop culture.
So I wanted to pop back on here and show you guys a tip that I have been loving, listening to podcasts. Now I've started listening to podcasts back in college and decided to pick up and listen again, and I don't know how I forgot about listening to podcasts, because it's a great way to, get information or just to connect and listen to people talk about a similar interest that you might have, and kind of not fill the void. That's kind of sad, but it's just a nice little pump of joy listening to podcasts or even listening to music. But this is a great Second thing is if I'm tired of listening to the same 5 songs that I've been listening to all day, but I'll pop again my favorite podcasts here on the screen. But today I'm gonna be listening to At Home with Lily and Anna. They just started their podcast during like quarantine. They started with doing Instagram Live, which unfortunately I always missed, like never failed. So I was happy when they decided to do a podcast because I can stay on top of it and keep up with it.
Okay, so we've had the final pick for Film Club for now. We're taking a little break. Everyone's kind of busy doing their own thing, so we're taking a little break for now. But my friend Steve picked When Fear Eats the Soul. The title of that film is actually in German. Mark does it really well. He took German GCSE. I did not. I took Italian and French, so I'm not going to try and butcher that one. But it is a 1974 German film that's a powerfully moving tale of intolerance and prejudice. And it's a love story between Emmy, who is a German cleaner, and then Ali, who is a Moroccan guest worker. He is much younger than her.
Interesting finding was the connection between the VMS software that the service uses and how it connects and integrates with the service power. The particular point raised by the service power developer.
Alright guys, so it's a bit later in the day since I last spoke with y'all. It is currently at 12:39 and I think it's time for like a mini break. And that's going to be tip, I think, number 3 for the day. Always take like normal little 5-minute breaks outside of your normal 30 or hour break. I feel like when most people who haven't worked from home before start this work from home process, they like work way too long. They don't take any breaks here and there, or they just completely work through their lunch. And I think this comes from the need to constantly work, because if you don't and you're working from home, you feel like you're wasting time, and like you start to feel guilty that you're using this time to like take a moment to breathe instead of working. But you have to also keep in mind, like if you're in the office, you would go speak to a coworker for a little bit, or go get a cup of coffee, or take a walk around the building just to, you know, relax your eyes and to stretch and breathe. And that's something to always remember. At work, in an office, or wherever your setting is, you're not just sitting at your computer for 8 hours a day doing nothing. You do move around, you talk to your coworkers, you have meetings, you move locations to get a new perspective. And that's something that you also need to do to be successful while you work from home. So for me, as you see, I am still here, but what I'll do is I'll play on my phone, get on social media, get on TikTok, or I'll go and walk to the fridge and get some water just to stretch my legs. And that's why I put on my Apple Watch, because it tells you when you've been sitting down too long. So I use it as an opportunity to get up and move. And sometimes I'll even just go stand in the backyard just to feel some sunlight on my skin. It feels so good. And those are just great little habits to have, to take your eyes off your work for a small moment and to just do something else. It's just try it. Let me know how it works for you, and it'll definitely make your work days feel a lot better. All right, it is 2:07 and I am finally going to lunch. All I'm having is a nice bowl of ramen, nothing fancy. So I'm gonna go to lunch, really relax, not think about anything with work. That way when I come back in the next hour or so, I'm refreshed and ready to dive in, finish for the rest of the day. But I'll see you people in an hour. I'm free. Here's a little bit about what I do. So I work for a telecom company, and we do work throughout the southeast of the United States. And I believe we are branching off to do some more work on the west side of the country. So that's very exciting. When I first started, I started as the receptionist. So, I was the first face of the company that you saw. And I worked really close with the executives at the company. So I was able to interact with them a lot, and I was able to build a very strong relationship with them, which I loved. Hey, so it's editing Mo here. I realized my initial clip for this video was way too long and drawn out, so I wanted to jump in and just explain my position a little better. So my title is FS Support Operations. So my job is to process and go through any claims for jobs that we do for the companies that we work with, and just make sure everything is in order. That way we can get paid for the work that we do. I started this position at the beginning of May, and before that I was a receptionist with the company that I'm with now. And I'm definitely grateful that I had the opportunity to grow and move up within the company, especially during a pandemic. Like, high key, very blessed for that. But yeah, I process claims. It's me and another coworker. We're a tag team with this position, and I feel like I caught on, not to toot my own horn, but it's definitely a different feel than what I'm used to, which is honestly great because it gives me a new perspective on like just work in general, and I can use all the tools from this position to apply them to anything that I plan to do in the future. So it's definitely been a great couple of months in this role, and I'm very thankful to have learned so much that I have already. And it's only the beginning, so there's so many possibilities. But I just wanted to let you guys know that, and shortening down the little job description a lot more than Passmo did. But I want to thank you lovely people for watching this week's video. And sorry it's a little late. I'm still trying to get my life together in this whole quarantine thing. But I want to say thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.